Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Let's go. Come on. That's how we do it. Going out to the West Coast and putting BTA right to the Canucks.
Shout out Gibson. Shout out. Well, first of all, shout out to all you guys. What up, though? Woodward Wings post-game show. Red Wings win 4-0. John Gibson, 30-plus shutout. Like, stood on his fucking head all night. The Red Wings had some ugly giveaways. They had some bad turnovers that led to some wide open opportunities
nice
right in front of him. And John Gibson stood on his head, dude. Shout out.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you said it best in your tweet. It was his best game as a Red Wing as of right now. He came in today. I mean, he's shut out Anaheim multiple times in his career when he's been in Anaheim, or Vancouver when he's been in Anaheim. Now he comes and brings that dominance back to the West Coast. And the goals that we are so used to seeing go by John Gibson in the past couple games weren't going. I mean, you saw in the last couple minutes, they had a couple tips in front of the net with good screens from Quinn Hughes and from Hronek, and he continued to stand on his head, stood tall, and really played a phenomenal game and deserves a lot of credit. I can't wait to see what his shot chart looks like and where those pucks were placed, if it just was an easy day for him or if they really pressured that glove hand and the 5-hole like we've known.
They were going after his 5-hole for sure.
Oh, I noticed the 5-hole, no doubt about it, for sure. That was a target, but I'm curious how much they really targeted that high glove, and we know that's where he's been susceptible to in the last couple games.
Yeah, shout out to him. And we see it all the way already in the chat. You know, Achilles Ninja, Gibby stole that game. We played like shit. Wingnut, finally a game from Gibson. Red Wings fanatic. Gibson stole the game. Nice to see because the goaltending sucks. We got screamed twice. Gibson finally had a great game, great vision, anticipation, predictions. We got brand news, a nice game, Gibson, and he was seeing the puck so well. And it's not like you said, the Canucks got some like pressure in front of him. They had some good opportunities off of turnovers and just sloppy play in their own zone. And he was just stoning them. He was absolutely stoning them. That's the type of performance that really encourages you. Like, obviously, John Gibson needed a win any way he could get a win because he's just been kind of dog shit recently. But, you know, when you have, like, if it was like a 17-shot shutout or something like that, it's like, okay, you know, great game, but kind of just lucked into one there. But this was all him. They were putting pressure on him. They were getting A-plus opportunities, and he was just absolutely stoning them. So shout out to John Gibson for going out there and playing
I'm counting 20 grade A opportunities that he stopped.
Yeah.
Just looking at, like, you can see it with the shot chart right here. How much blue is in front of the paint is ridiculous. Like, he really stood up and played a really phenomenal game against. I mean, they saw 61 shot attempts at the end there. That's ridiculous. And only 30 managed to get on goal. But, I mean, that was a really impressive game for the Detroit Red Wings. And I really hope that John Gibson can carry the weight of this West Coast road trip and give Talbot a break because we know he needs it.
Do we play again tomorrow against Vancouver, or is there a day in between?
We play...
Because we play back-to-back, I'm pretty sure, with Vancouver.
We play our next game. Hold on, I'm pulling up the schedule.
Brand new in there as well. Yeah,
we play at Calgary tomorrow or Wednesday at 8:30, and then our back-to-back is Thursday against the Oilers.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw somewhere saying we played.
I'd rather have that. I'd rather like go into the Calgary game rested because you need to win that game. They are the worst team in the NHL.
Win that game.
You got to win that game. Then you take on Edmonton, and you're setting yourself up real nice on this road trip. You got 2 wins in your first 2 games, and we always talk about it: 60-50, 50 on the road. Now you need to win one game.
Broadcast.
What?
I said I'm pretty sure Mickey says that every broadcast.
Yes, he definitely does, and so do we. And so you have to win one more game to have this be a successful road trip, and that would be 2 West Coast road trips that you were successful on the season And that's something that you can't say last season. Last season, they struggled on the West Coast. And it's good to see that the youth is starting to get more acclimated to the travel and being away from home and showing those strides. And I'm curious to see. I bet they go back to Gibson. This seems like a ride the hot hand type of performance where you got to put him right back in the net, especially against a struggling Calgary team who struggles to generate goals. This would be another perfect opportunity to put him into a nice headspace because you're seeing it this year with Tristan Jarry. It happens so often for goaltenders. They're just weird, and they can just bounce in and out of being a really good keeper. So for him to have this type of performance and to hopefully build on it against Calgary would be huge, and I would love to see that.
Absolutely, and I agree. I say you give him to I forget where it was. Someone said it. Jason Perrett says Talbot and Edmonton on Thursday. I agree. I think you put Gibson back out there against Calgary, steal that one, and then you have a very well rested Cam Talbot for that first game against Edmonton and try to get, try to win it, but at the very least get a point out of that one. I do want to address this as well. Obviously, the biggest takeaway from this one is John Gibson bounce back. 30-plus save shutout. He was seeing the puck very well. They were trying to attack his weak spots. They were going after his 5-hole, and he wasn't having it. So great performance from him. He's definitely the first star of the night. But brand new in there, this is a great point, too. He says, Big Elmer finally looked dominant down low with the puck tonight. Elmer Soderblom, and he was like – Elmer Soderblom went out there and not only used his body – and was using his size and to his reach to get the puck from people and get the puck around people. But he was skating so well with Marco Kasper and Nate Danielson. That line was flying around the ice. They were hard to keep up with. They were winning puck battles behind the net. And Soda was he looked really good, man. Like, that's one of the best games I've seen him play as a Red Wing. And that line looked really good. And then you had the old man and the Moose on the third line or on the fourth line. And I like that one too. You got big angry assholes on that fourth line after you have all those kids going out there running around. I really like the line combinations. Obviously, anybody would say that after you just won 4-0, but I really like the pressure and the speed that Kasper and Danielson put on with Soda out there. Kasper, great, his best game in God knows how long. Good to see my boy get a point. Good to see my boy play some good hockey. And the fourth line, I mean, the old men and the Moose, I like it, dude. I thought that bottom six, they carried, obviously, I mean, I didn't think it. They carried you in this one for the majority of it. And we've talked about the secondary scoring, where that's going to come from, because obviously, Larkin gets the empty netter. But before that, you didn't have a lot of production out of that first line. And so the bottom six, you needed something from that. You got something from Danielson. You got something from JVR again. Like, it was awesome to see. And I've always liked Kopp better in the top six than Comfer because of his defensive ability.
Yep.
And we remember.
I'm a Kopp guy through and through.
So they play well. And like I said, I don't want to just like overreact and be like, these are the lines forever, because they just beat the Canucks 4-0. But I really like that third line.
The balance is absolutely there. And I want to highlight that first line you brought up, though, because I do think it's important, because the balance that Soderblom, Kasper, and Danielson line have is so nice. And they're all big, two-way guys.
They all skate so well.
And they skate so well. And we were texting about it, and Elmer Soderblom, when he uses his body, is a very good hockey player.
Yeah.
When he doesn't, he's a pylon. And that's just how it is, unfortunately. And we've seen more of the latter than we've seen of him excelling as a Red Wing. However, he has it in him. You see the skill. He has silky mitts. He's a big body. If he really starts, using it to body guys off and get in front of the net. That's a really good piece to sit with a Casper and Danielson, two gritty physical guys who can also play with some skill. And you're looking
Danielson
at
was winning a lot of puck battles behind the net.
yes, he was for sure. And I mean, that's what you got to have from them. Like they didn't look outmatched, they didn't look out physical. Then I know this isn't a team that's loaded with talent over there in the Vancouver Canucks, but they still went out there and they did it, and they looked very good doing it. I think that is just such a good mix because you saw the action that they had. You know, Soderblom wins the puck battle in the corner, fights off a guy, waiting for some support. Casper comes, gives him that support. Casper is then loose, has open ice. He could have cut to the middle there and got a shot if the D was covered. Makes a great play of the D. Danielson's right in front. That is literally play fucking hockey. If fundamental shit right there. That's exactly what you want to see when you're watching the Red Wings. And it's coming from the youth. Those are all guys under the age of 25.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that third line is all youth because everyone was telling us you can't put all the youth together. Like it has to.
Why not?
Exactly. Yeah. Why not?
That's what happens.
The rules don't matter if it's working.
I really like that. I really like the way that second power play unit is looking too. They are a lot better. They're moving the puck.
How about ASP outdueling Quinn Hughes today?
Yeah, ASP getting the best of Quinn Hughes.
A great leak down on his assist. Like that's elite hockey IQ there, being able to be comfortable enough with the two forwards high with your defense.
Just like putting it right where it needs to be. It was. Sure. I'm not gonna like overglaze it because it was wide open and it was a very easy, assist. But he put it right where it needs to be. It was crisp. It was right on JVR's tape or right on Kopp's tape, and all he had to do was just put it in the back of the net. So
and he looked like he was playing with more confidence today.
Yes,
and that's what we were looking for out of him. So I loved seeing that, and hopefully he's getting more acclimated where he's not, feeling like he has to, pass off to the veterans. He realizes, I can walk two guys and go snipe a Gino every now and again. Like I am that good. And so when he finally realizes that and has the confidence to do so, that's when he will take that next step in his development. I have no doubt about it.
And I know this is a big thing to ask for, but if Soderblom can continue this level of play, like I don't expect this level of play every night.
JVR is definitely helping him a ton.
JVR is helping him learn how to be big. Because like I said, he was learning how to be big from Michael Rasmussen, and that's not the best person to learn from. No. And so he's definitely getting help from JVR. And I think putting him with the two kids is helping him too. This is the best Casper's look too. Like
for sure.
Give him some guys like Danielson and Soda that are going to go out there and they're going to run or they're going to skate around with him and they're going to bang. I like that line, man. I like where they're at right now. They're playing with confidence. They're playing loose, like you said, but not too loose. Like they're still getting some crisp passes. They need to clean some things up. Had some bad turnovers, but that's what's going to happen when you're playing as fast as they are. And they got shout out to John Gibson again for bailing them out. And then another thing I wanted to bring up right at the end there. Lucas Raymond caught a chicken wing in the middle of the ice, and we've talked about like this team not backing down from the physicality and this team kind of going out there and not allowing teams to kind of punk them like they're not going to be the most physical team. And Mo Sider did just get dropped, but that is the definition of not backing down in the face of physicality. You're going up against this big asshole. And it's your second fight of the year. You can't back down. He's hurting your guys. You got to go out there and do it. And he did. Fortunately, get your ass beat. That's hockey. It's what happens. Sometimes you get fucking caught. It's going to happen. And as soon as Raymond came back on the ice or off the ice after taking the chicken wing, Larkin went out there and he started putting his stick into people's backs. And then JVR goes out there and he lights somebody up against the boards. Like that's what you got to do. That's what you got to answer for especially with a guy like Raymond. Like people are going to target Raymond. People are going to target ASP. They're going to target Danielson. So you need your guys that are bigger, a little bit more physical to go out there and even to score a little bit without going too far, without getting baited. And so I thought it was a little thing. Like they didn't do too much, but it was good to see Larkin and JVR go out there and stand up for Razor.
It is, and I'm glad that you got that ran off because it gave me the opportunity to go look at the advanced stats in this game and see how truly amazing John Gibson was in this game. And I'm gonna read a couple of these off.
He's back. Red Wings to the finals.
Goals against expected 4.69.
Yeah.
They were
There was a lot of wide open opportunities, like A+ opportunities for the Canucks, and he stoned them.
15 medium danger shot attempts, 5 high danger shot attempts, and expected combined 3 goals in medium and high danger expected chances. John Gibson stood on his head tonight with 39 saves. An absolute animal performance from him.
39 is what he finished with?
Yep, 39 saves.
Damn.
39 saves, and the advanced analytics back up that the Red Wings kind of got a little outplayed in this game, and John Gibson stole it from him.
Yeah, no, shout out to Gibby. He absolutely stole it from him, and that's what we needed. That's what we went out there and got him for, was to steal us some games like this.
And we talked about this too. That there was a chance that it took some time to get acclimated. Like, it's not this.
I don't want to go there just yet. Obviously,
I know.
This was an insane.
Do it,
like I said, like you said, put him out there against Calgary and do it again, and then give him the second Edmonton game. If he beats Calgary, give him the second Edmonton game, and then we can talk about
the Edmonton game. Not on the back-to-back. I'd probably give it to Talbot, even if he's hot. Because I thought there was
so it's Calgary and then back-to-back with Edmonton?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then Chicago on Saturday.
I thought you're playing one of these teams back-to-back.
No. We just play back-to-back Calgary to Edmonton.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. Yeah, so give him Calgary because he's hot, and then you got Gibson, and then you got Talbot for Edmonton. I'm cool with that.
Talbot on extended rest, which he's been needing. And
shout out to Gibby, man. He, like you said, it wasn't like he got lucked into it. It wasn't like it was this 17 save shutout where he just got to sit back there for 30 minutes. But they were putting a lot of pressure. They had a lot of good opportunities, and he stoned them. And they were attacking where he has been, where he's been weak. They were attacking the 5-hole. I know for sure. I'm sure they were attacking the glove side as well. And he was there. He stood up. It was huge. I couldn't believe it, honestly. I was waiting for like all these opportunities, and every time he would like just stand up and skate. I was like, did it go in? Like, because he's just so nonchalant.
Yeah,
and he's not like flexing. He's not like flexing or anything. Grabbing the water bottle right away. He just kind of like stands up and skates out a little bit. And it looks like, I don't know. He looks sad. So I thought the puck went in like 3 times. I was expecting it to, but it didn't. Shout out to Gibby, man.
Yeah, I was like, well, I was in awe. I was in awe watching the game. I won't lie. I mean, feel like this game at least quiets the Costa stuff down for
for now,
for at least this road trip, because you're not calling him up in the middle of the road trip.
He's not coming to Canada.
Well, maybe Chicago is at the end of the road trip would have been.
When I'm back in Chicago, I
feel it.
Wait for there's. Where was it? Brand new says, will Kane score his 500th in Chicago? Probably not. Well, he's got needs 4 more. He's not going to get 4 goals.
No, he needs 3 more.
3 more?
3 games.
They should have put him out there and let him get the empty netter.
They should have.
But
by the way, the best 5-on-5 line was Casper, Danielson, and Soderblom.
The best line? Yeah, no doubt.
Well, yeah, obvious. I mean, yeah, I'm just like, for people that don't believe like the eye
metrics, the metrics say it was,
back it up as well as the eye test. I mean, we said early in the line that they were the best.
They were everywhere, man. They were putting pressure. They were winning puck battles. They were playing physical.
I can't believe how well Gibson played, man.
I really like that line.
Can't believe
Griffins
how good
are
Gibson
19-1 says brand new. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, dude. They're like the greatest AHL team of all time. Shout out to the Griffins, dude. We should go to a playoff game.
The one I went to last year, they got blown out in.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Will any of those guys even still be on that team during the playoffs? Hopefully not.
Hopefully some of them are on the wings.
Hopefully the Kosa and MBN are at the very least.
Yeah, how's MBN doing? I checked it in on him a couple days ago.
And
Yep.
when I'm back in no penalty calls until late in the third too, says Scream Twice. Yeah. They didn't get penalties until those last two at the very end. And that's what you like to see, man. I mean, what were we most concerned about in the offseason with this team? I mean, outside of like the physicality, which you saw in this, it was the 5-on-5 scoring and the goaltending. And we got both of that in this one. So you got 6-on-5 scoring. Like it was very, very refreshing to see them play like this. And I know it's Vancouver, like, yeah, but still, man, you're on the road trip, you're in a hostile environment, and you took care of business. And your goalie stood on his head, and you took advantage of the opportunities when they presented themselves. And you weren't a power play merchant team, so it's a good win. Good win. Now you got to go beat up on another bad team in Calgary, and then you're then it's a W road trip. You beat
14
Calgary, and
points
that's
in
a win
16
road trip.
games
Then
for
you're playing with
MBN.
house money.
You are playing with house money. You just got to win one more game.
Yeah.
And then what do you come back to? You come back to another grueling stretch, I believe, against I think you play Dallas,
I think we play
Colorado. Yeah, you come back to play the Islanders, who have absolutely owned you this year.
Yep. Schaefer's pretty good.
Utah, who's very good.
They are.
Then you go play a home and home with Washington.
Ooh.
Then Dallas.
Ooh.
At Carolina.
Ooh.
Home versus Toronto. Home versus Winnipeg.
Damn, dude.
Home and home against Pittsburgh. Ottawa.
Dude, are you serious?
I'm not kidding. No.
Oh my God, man.
And that doesn't.
Never mind. We need to sweep this road trip.
Yeah, we need to beat Chicago. I think we need to go.
Got to beat Calgary. You have to beat Calgary.
You have to
beat Calgary. Have to beat Chicago.
Man, you are about to go.
We need to beat Chicago. That's the most important game.
There's no break the rest of the year.
Because
there's no gimme stretch. All these are 50-50 games from pretty much here on out.
Oh man, because listen, I'm gonna say that I don't think we beat the Oilers. So you have to beat Calgary and you have to beat Chicago to go into that home stretch. Jesus.
It's bad, man.
That is bad.
Because it only gets worse after that too.
And Betsy's hot right now, so it's not like that Chicago game's gonna be a game.
They've lost the last couple though. They haven't been playing as well.
Good.
Their goaltending's kind of been falling apart the last 2 games.
Good. Got to take advantage of these weaker teams when you have a schedule like that coming up. So,
agreed.
All right, I'm pretty tired, dude. I don't know.
I gotta wake up for the morning show and fucking little bit, so I probably gotta go.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tapping in, guys. This has been Woodward Wings. I am Justin Satawa. That is Spencer Raxter.
My 3 stars of the night. Number 1, obviously, John Gibson. Number 1 on John Gibson, no matter what. Number 2, Elmer Soderblom. He was everywhere. He's making plays. I really appreciated his play and what he did. And then number 3, I'll give it to Cop. I was gonna give it to ASP, but I'll give it to one of the.
I'm gonna troll Sean tomorrow and just come in hot as a fucking pistol about how ASP outplayed Quinn Hughes.
ASP's better than Quinn Hughes. Yep. I was gonna say ASP, but I gotta give it to one of the oldies.
I'm doing the same, but I'm giving it to ASP instead of. Who'd you get? Cop? Yeah, instead of Cop.
Yeah. Okay.
Got to show my king some love. Big bounce back from him.
Yeah, that was a big game for him. That was very good. That was very good to see him and Casper.
Yeah, Casper for sure.
They both needed that.
Casper's been lifeless, so that was really nice to see for sure.
Yep.
Especially with him being comfortable with his line.
And I'm really close to doing a very sincere and very lengthy apology to Danielson FC because I love the way the kid plays.
Yeah, Yeah, I agree.
He's just he's just a good hockey player.
He's a good hockey player. Will he be a superstar? That is yet to be
And
seen.
that's what it's not
that's
like
what
we
that's
were,
what Danielson FC was calling for. We had like
it was.
let's be honest here. They are
JVR,
not,
yeah, JVR had a good game.
and until he's point per game, they
I can
can't
see the
rear their
vision
heads.
though. I'll tell you what,
I
I
could
can see
see
the
him.
vision.
I could see him being Dylan Larkin-esque.
I would not be surprised if he was a point a game player in his career. I'm just gonna say that.
I would not either. I think more like 0.8 in a really good defensive center is more like, I think he's a 2. I still think he's a 2C. I would think the comp has always been there. I think he's a 2C. I think Larkin is
Larkin
like
on
the
pace
tier.
for 42 goals. Oh
Well,
man,
yeah, he
that would be
is
so awesome.
he is a bona fide at least mid-level 1C. You can argue if he's an elite 1C with a wall. I don't really give a shit. He's very good and a 1C.
I agree.
I think Danielson is a borderline, could be a 1C, but most likely is a 2C.
Larkin's also doing more captain shit this year than I've seen him do in a while. Like, I'm a Larkin guy through and through. I've always loved Larkin. And the scoring, we know that he's fallen off at certain points in the season the past couple of years, and he hasn't really been able to get one that he's been really consistent all the way through. This has been by far the best hockey of his career. He is not only on pace to, like I said, score 42 goals and leading this team in points again, but he's doing captain shit. And I fucking love to see it because I love Dylan Larkin, and I'm really happy that he's performing the way he is.
Absolutely. Do I rip my Larkin, Raymond, Datsuk, or Helm jersey tomorrow? Larkin?
Yeah.
All right. El Capitan. Sounds good. Well, Thanks, guys, for tapping in from Woodward Wings. Have a nice night and a happy holiday. We'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.